Happy Sunday, Flosstube. It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. This is Flosstube episode 64. It is Sunday, November 12th, 2023. I have to think about this. I'm filming ahead of time. And I am so glad that you are joining me here today. If this is your first time, welcome. To all my returning subscribers, welcome back. This is my stitching and quilting weekly update. Mostly weekly, I guess I should say, where I pop in and I tell you about all of my stitching or quilting or felt stitching progress. This week is kind of a special episode. I don't have a ton of stitching. I do have some sewing things that I have worked on that I want to share with you. I will share some WIP updates. No new starts, no FFO'S. That's a fully finished object for anyone who is new. No finishes either, but I am going to do a what to pack when you're going on a stitching weekend. I am getting ready to leave for the weekend and go out of town. By the time you're seeing this, I'm going to be on my way home, but I am going out of town with a couple of friends. We are going to go visit a couple of cross-stitch shops. I will share all of those updates, so definitely stay tuned for that. And I'm sure I will also share on social media, so definitely follow me over on Instagram or Facebook. Okay, so I think we're going to jump right in today, and let's get started with my WIPs or SALs. I want to remind everyone that I do have timestamps listed down in the description below so that you can go right to what you're interested in, or if you want to come back later on and you want to revisit something, hopefully that makes it a lot easier to find it. I also link products that I talk about, products, supplies, charts, all of that stuff down below if I have a link for it. So hopefully that helps you as well. Let's go ahead and talk about some WIPs. The first thing I'm going to share today is a tiny bit of progress on Santa's Night Tree. This is a Hello from Liz Matthews chart. This is an exclusive for the Jingle Ball 2023, and I did sign up for the class and got the full kit. As you can see, I think last week I showed you this much stitching. Woo! I have so much more. In fact, my needle's still here. I stopped mid-stitch. I am working, at least now I know the width of the base, and now I can work my way up. I really just have not had a ton of stitching time this week. Most of my time was spent doing some other crafting endeavors, but that's okay. I'm hoping to get some nice work in on this over my girls' weekend. So I am stitching this on 36 count old linen by XJU Design. I chose not to do the blue fabric, as I mentioned before, because I felt like a neutral would match my decor better. So that is what I'm doing. All the called for overdyes. This chart is not available yet. It usually is about a year after the class or event, but that is my progress on Santa's Night Tree. My only other WIP this week is the We Santa 2023 chart from Heart in Hand. This is part of the We Santa Sal from Stitchy Friends. And I am stitching this on 40 count blush, 1 strand over 2, using all the called for overdyes. I guess I should have told you on the Santa's night tree. That's 1 strand over 2 as well on 36 count. So this, I did get a little bit of progress, not a ton. I started filling in this. I added in the rest of the detail for his face. I added his boots and this mitten. And then I started, because the cheeks were the same color as this quilt block or quilt flower over here, I went ahead and skipped over there and started that. It's actually stitching really quick. I'm hoping that I can get a finish on this weekend. But I am loving it. I think he's adorable, and it has inspired me. I actually pulled some more colorful fabric to do the new Emily Kohl quilted snowman patterns on. A pink and an aqua. So I am really, really excited. I want to start those. I want to visit about ornament stitching just a little bit. I did do a stitch with me this week. It was super not productive for me. If you were there, I apologize. Here, I started working a little bit more on this house, but you guys, I ripped it out more than I stitched during the live. So I will be working on this as well. It's really not even enough to show that much. Let me pop that back in here. What I wanted to talk about though is I'm adding some other ornaments to my stitch bag, and mostly I've talked about these before, but the reason I'm adding these is because I feel like they're going to work better for the stitch with me. I can maybe do a little bit more fill-in or monogamous stitching. So I had got this a year ago, but it is widely available now. My friend Shari has all of these stitched, and I did have the picture this plus dusk in my stash. This is 28 count Lugana is what I'm going to stitch these on. So I am going to start those, or maybe even the Père Noël, which just came out this year. And so that I have something maybe a little bit easier for next week's stitch with me. And then these I'm not. This what we got as part of the pep rally retreat. I'm sure it'll come out at some point, but it kind of uses the same colors, so I threw that in here as well. I did pull some color and cotton from my stash. I am not going to be stitching the blue on these. I'm going to switch this to red. I don't know what I'm doing here yet. Shari actually did stitch hers in the blue, and it's really, really pretty. I want them all to match, so that'll be a game time decision, and I'll let you guys know. So that is it for ornament stitching. It was not a very successful week in that department as far as stitching goes. Okay, let's talk felt stitching. This week on my YouTube channel, I shared a new stitching project. It is these cute little stitched reindeers. These are not felt stitching dies. Instead, I took a regular die and I made it. I did stitch it, and then I glued the face to these pom-poms. So I made pom-poms using the Clover pom-pom maker, and I will link to that video right up here in this corner. So if you want to see exactly how I put together these reindeer, you can check that out. I love them. They are like little ornaments. They can be tied to bags. I use some Tim Holtz little candy sticks for their legs, but lots of little felt stitching, some little pearls and things for the eyes. Really fun, very easy and cute, and you could do all kinds of adorable things with these. I just happened to have this face die, and I imagined it stuck to a little pom-pom, and I thought they turned out so fun. So that is my only felt stitching this week. I think these will be a really cute addition to anybody's tree or packages. All right, let's talk sewing. So I actually had a couple of these bags to finish. I know I have shared these before. They are marker pull down bags. This one is actually a gift, and I did make another one of these for my 100,000 subscriber giveaway, which will be coming fairly soon. I'm super close. If you haven't subscribed, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. This one I packed just with some packing stuff to keep the shape to give as a gift. So let me show you how it works. And this is the other one. And I also have one. This is how I keep my markers as well. The zipper charm is this cute little rainbow from the Cherry Chick, or Decorative Sewing Pens. I will link her shop down in the description. This block is from Quilty Pie, I believe. I've had it forever, the rainbow block. And this is paper pieced. So you have to have a little knowledge of paper piecing. I really just kind of am self-taught with that. And then I worked it into this bag design. I loosely follow a bag design from a video on YouTube. It is linked right here up in the corner. However, I do use a little bit different size that my friend Callie Person came up with so that it fits more markers. This actually will fit more, but it pulls down and then it does stand up so that you can grab your marker and color. And you could use it for other things as well. Sewing notions if you want to. And then of course it pulls up and zips shut. And I just have these little tags that I had made, ribbon pull down for them. But super sweet and easy and works so great. So that was the first thing I worked on, and that does take a little bit of time. But I'm really happy to have those done. And then the second thing, well, I did do a ton of work actually cutting out several quilts, but that we're not going to talk about today. The other big thing that I did was I made this snowman project bag, which I know I sneak peeked in this week's Stitch With Me. This is going to be a tutorial on my channel later on this week. I will show you how I made this. I will tell you this block is not my design. I had a pattern from Sweetwater. I will link that down in the description, and I adjusted to make it work. So the block is the same, but how I put this together is different, and I'm going to share that with you. The important things for me with this bag. So this is slightly different than my last project tutorial. Number one, no binding. So the things that were super important to me with this bag was that it have obviously a zipper closure. I like for my bags to be quilted. As you can see, it has some quilting to it. So fun, no binding, and no exposed seams. So I am going to share how I put this all together, how I adjusted a quilt block, and hopefully it will inspire you to maybe adjust some quilt blocks you have to make some fun project bags. The other difference for this bag is that it is lined, with batting rather than soft and stable, but it's still very sturdy. So I was really, really happy with that. And it turned out really cute, I think. So very, very happy with it. I cannot wait to share the tutorial with you, and I will link the pattern for both the rainbow and the snowman down in the description. I do want to talk about one free chart. However, this is not cross stitch, but quilting. This week on Fat Quarter Shop, they shared the Love Chains quilt pattern. This is a free download from Fat Quarter Shop, and it is a beautiful quilt. So you get all of the information for what yardage, the fabric requirements. Oh, mine's completely out of order, isn't it? And then obviously how to put together the heart blocks. A heart block would be awesome for a project bag. We may have to do that in the future. How you put everything together, and then the finish. How you piece all of it to put it together for the finish. So if you are looking for a wonderful heart pattern, I really love this. I think I'm going to order some fabric, or maybe just pull some from my stash to do this. I think it would be really fun and easy. I believe it takes a layer cake. It does. So you don't have to have tons of yardage, but if you just have some scraps, you could also do a scrappy quilt. These in rainbow would be really, really cute. You could do them in, pinks and reds. If you would rather, you could change the background to dark and maybe have some lighter hearts on it, lighter pinks and things, and then also some reds. Lots of things. But I thought this was a really, really nice pattern. Oh, and the finished size is 57.5 by 66.5, so it's a nice size throw quilt. Not a ton of haul today, but I do have some stuff from Fat Quarter Shop. The one haul, I only have one thing, is I got my Floss Fix, which is the classic Colorworks colors from Fat Quarter Shop. I don't think they show up very good on this dark. So I got chocolate cream pie, chocolate mousse, chopped chives, cinnamon toast, clay pot, and cloud. And they're going in alphabetical order this year. And so I am in the club, and I got my floss for that. From Fat Quarter Shop, thank you so much, Fat Quarter Shop. They sent Chicken Club Penny. This is the latest in the Chicken Club. Fall Harvest. This was in the Stitch Quarterly for the fall, and I believe you can order this Ada from Fat Quarter Shop. It's really cool. That's not stitched. It's the Ada. Alpine Blooms quilt pattern. This is a beautiful quilt pattern. That could be done in any color. The October stackables with the scarecrow and the cider and the sign and the leaf. And then very excited about the Celebrate with Quilts book. And look at that. Look at that girl. She's a big one. Lots of beautiful quilts in here. I cannot really show you without showing the patterns, but this is, look at that. It is a thick book. It has tons and tons of beautiful quilts in it. I haven't had a chance to look through it super great yet, but I'm taking it with me to look at this weekend. It is really fun. I'm excited about this. Look at that border on that. So pretty. I believe Fat Quarter Shop will be doing a stitch along with this, so definitely follow Fat Quarter Shop for more information. And thank you, Fat Quarter Shop, for sending all of these goodies. Okay, let's talk about packing for a retreat. This is part of haul. I have not shared this yet, but a while back I did a special order of this weekend travel tote, ultimate like crafty travel tote from Rock Baby Scissors. You can see her label right there. You get to pick your fabric, and part of the reason I hadn't showed this is that she is not currently taking special orders. She does off and on. I think when she has quite a few, she shuts it off. She has an Etsy shop. I will link that down below. Definitely give her a follow. So inspirational. when I got to pick my fabric, I told her my favorite color was rainbow, and she delivered. Look at this beautiful bag. Look at the rainbows, you guys. So a lot of this is Tula Pink fabric. This is just me. I know a friend of mine, when she saw this, she goes, oh my gosh, that is you. And she really just makes a bag that is truly, it just matches my personality. I don't know how she does it. I don't really know her, but I'm a huge, huge fan. But this is the bag. Pockets here, pockets on this side. It would go over a rolling suitcase like that. Pockets. I mean, everywhere you look is beautiful. The ribbon on the webbing of the handles is just stunning. And then look at the inside of the bag. Oh, I mean, you guys, it's beautiful. So, so beautiful. I absolutely love it. And again, please give her a follow for when she opens up her special orders or her custom orders again, because I can't recommend her enough. Absolutely beautiful. One of the things I get asked about a lot is how my setup for stitching. And one of the things that is most used, well, not even most, always used, is I stitch usually on my couch or in a chair, and I use a lap desk. This is the lap desk I use. I got it on Amazon. I did notice this particular one is out of stock, so I linked a similar one. And similar in this, I had another one before that I really, really liked. It has this nice little bar, which is nice because it holds things from sliding off into your lap. But this is what really is the game changer for me. So a lap desk is going in my bag, but the other thing is this. I like this. I use this metal book stand, and I also am linking this in my description, and I have a couple of these, but you can set it up on a table. But if you're on the couch and you don't want to be looking over here, for me, I like to look forward. You can fold it flat and it fits in this slot. So when people ask me, this is how I stitch a lot. And the other funny thing is my phone fits here right next to it. Not always, but sometimes I just stick my scissors there or whatever too. But what I do is I put my pattern. Now this pattern's kind of small, but because this is metallic or metal, you can take a magnet or a needle minder and hold your pattern up, which is what I do. Let me slide this down. So I'm taking my lap desk, my metal book stand, and then my other most used is my Daylight Halo Go, my rechargeable light. I love this. I did notice that it's a little bit marked down on Amazon right now. If you've watched my Stitch With Me videos, you know that I use this during my video to kind of give you an up close of what I'm stitching. But what's great is she folds flat for travel. So I pack my light and of course the power cord to charge it. And these three things are going to go in my bag right now. And then we'll talk about the rest. Maybe I better pack one thing at a time so I don't make a lot of noise. And see how my lap desk fits in here? I mean, come on. How amazing is that? Love it. Just gonna slide my light in the pocket with this power cord. There is some mesh pockets in here. All right. Okay. Next thing. I'm going to share my stitching box that my friend Barbara here made me and sent me. I absolutely love this. This is one of the jewelry boxes from Target, I believe. And she customized it inside for me, took out all the guts in the inside and just put a nice fabric covered bottom. You can see mine is completely full. So my other things that I need when I am stitching. A good pair of scissors. These are Kohana's. They are pricey. I was gifted these, but I love them. Super sharp. And then they also have these little mini ones. I was also gifted these, which are fantastic for like airplanes and things. A corner gauge. I love the cross stitch key from Fat Quarter Shop for doing my starts. It also has these great rulers to tell you the fabric count. If you don't know, it helps you gauge what size fabric. We've got 10, 14, 16, 18, 25, 28, 32 on here. So I always have those. I do always have some Clover Wonder clips if I need to clip back my fabric. A pencil for making some notes. Some other little odds and ends in here. An unstitcher from Lori Holt. It does have a cover. I've lost it. For, unfortunately, frogging, which we saw a lot of in this last week's Stitch With Me. These are actually fun. I've had to wear these at certain times when I have hurt my fingers. Like I've poked my fingers. Maybe I was on a stitch-a-thon. But these are great because they will protect your fingers so that you're not sticking them with the needles. So I haven't used these in quite some time, but I keep them in here. I have some extra floss drops if I need them. These are lens cleaner for my Daylight Halo Go. And then these are my favorite new needles. The Peacemakers. I have 26 and 28 in here. I always like to just have extra needles. I also have some Bowens in here as well. I always like having lots of extra, just in case. And then a floss fairy wand for when you frogged and you have to pick up the lint and things from your project. So these things are all in my little case, and that will all go down in my bag. The other things I'm taking, I know I'm going to take way more than what I'm going to stitch. I have some fall projects in a bag. And then I have this case that I made that I am just going to tuck this in here actually. It has several Christmas projects in it. So I am just going to I have all those Christmas projects in here, and I'm going to take those with me. And then my ornament bag. Those are the three projects. Well, I guess I'm going to take my Santa's tree, or Santa's night out, pardon me. And I'm going to tuck these all down inside of my bag. So I have everything in here that I need to go on a girls' weekend. I'm super excited. Okay. Giveaways. This week, I don't have any winners to announce yet. I will in the next Flosstube, but I have 2 new giveaways. I have only not heard from 2 viewers. Deborah Messenger for the Primrose Cottage charts, and then Jay Manella for the Luminous Fiber Arts Turkey Thanks. And honestly, I don't know that I've checked my email in just like maybe 24 hours. So maybe you've messaged me. Maybe I'll cut that part out of the video. Who knows? Okay, so this week I have 2 giveaways, as I mentioned. Please leave a comment by November 24th, 2023 at 8 a.m. Central Time to be considered for the giveaway. Please use the keyword when you leave a comment. And that's what I use to choose winners using the random comment picker. And please be over 18. Please be a U.S. resident and like and subscribe to my channel if you would. I would super appreciate it. Like I said, I'm very, very close to 100,000 and I have a lot of really fun things. We're going to have a huge party when we reach that milestone. Okay. The first giveaway, these are all donated by viewers. I know these were donated by Shari. It is 3 charts, but you get so many. That's 14 ornaments, I believe. You can make 14 ornaments. These are the Annie Bees ornament. This is a 3-pack. Use the word jolly in your comment somewhere. And then these were pieced together from 2 giveaways from 2 different people, but they're Shannon Christine charts, Old Fashioned, which is my stitch along from last year, and Christmas baking. This was donated by Shari, but I loved those. I thought that would be a nice pack. If you're interested in these charts, use the word cocoa. And that is it for giveaways for this week. Good luck, everyone. Thank you guys so much for spending some of your day with me. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday and a fantastic week. I hope you get lots of great stitching in. I hope you loved the Pack With Me video, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye! If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to always be notified when I have a new Flosstube stitching or quilting video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.